What's happening, guys? Coast to Coast Studios, your host for Behind the Grams, where we jump into some of the stories, motivations, and inspirations behind the feeds that we watch every day. Tonight, I have good friend Hippie, aka Juice County Entertainment. Let's just introduce yourself and jump right into it.
I'm Hippie. I run Juice County Entertainment. I'm just like my boy over here, Coast to Coast, shoot music videos and anything that does with anything with the cameras. So that's my story right now.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Let's jump into Behind the Grams. You know, what's your story? How did you get to where you are today?
How did I get to where I am today? Well, I guess what really started to happen is I was an artist just like everyone else in Orange County right now, struggling, doing their thing, and not getting any type of entertainment help. Pictures, videography, graphic art. These are things I've acquired over my lifetime because I've always been involved with the entertainment business. Absolutely. And I just was like, why is no one doing this, or why am I not in the circle of people that are doing this? I was like, why not?
You saw an open market?
I just saw an open market and was like, let's just do this because no one's doing it. Everyone's talking about it, but no one's doing it.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start doing graphics again. Started, just making flyers and stuff like that again. And realized that I have a little bit of a higher standard than most people. So absolutely. I just realized that like, me being a quality person and always wanting something of quality, that it needed to be out there. So people had that market here in Orange County.
Absolutely.
So started doing that a little bit more. Realized that I wanted to expand a little bit more. Got a camera, started taking pictures.
What was your first camera?
A Nikon D32, guys.
Nice. Heck yeah.
Decent. Great for learning, don't get me wrong. I love Nikon lenses. Yep. I shoot with Nikon lenses. I think they're the best to me. But I absolutely hate that camera now. Yeah. Taking pictures was a pain. The shutter speed was just like horrible. I'm a Sony life now, so like taking pictures is like, but that's like, it just killed me. So I ended up actually just wanting to record video because I was like, oh, well, this is so much easier and it looks clean. So
they say a picture's worth 1,000 words, and video's worth 1,000,000.
Yeah, right. So I was like, let's just do this. Started following my homegirl, Chrissy G. Check her out.
Links will be below.
And started doing video for her and stuff, and then started to branch out a little bit just because I was like, well, I'm gonna start learning how to edit this stuff. I was horrible in the beginning, guys. I'm not gonna even front. Like,
we all started at some point, though.
Definitely horrible with the edits, but I focused on the edits a lot because camera work, I just thought since you have an eye, you can do it, and it's gonna be easy. So I'm not gonna really pay attention to like too much aesthetic to the camera yet. Angles and focal lengths. Like that was just like a whole different world that I was just like whatever about. As time progressed, I realized, I'm pretty sure you've like been there when you're like, well, maybe I need to really pay attention to what I'm doing a little bit more.
Well, you start analyzing yourself at some point in your career, and you see your strong suits, and then you see where you're not, and you focus on those that you're not.
Exactly.
And that's kind of just the trial and error that you come up as an artist.
100%.
So,
yeah. So. From there, I just started shooting a lot of local artists, Big Oz, Zammy, Chrissy G, ran into Wim.
Shout out to Wim.
Wim, yeah. Countless other artists, and I've known a lot of artists just because I've been an artist in Orange County. So I've rapped for years of my life. I've been in indie rock bands, you name it, I've basically done it just because music is, to me, like the best self-expression that you can ever do. It's just natural, it's freeing. There's no judgment on what comes out. It's just what that track is what that track is. So I've met a lot of people through the course of this, and I've always done things for people just because why not? It's just fun,
be a good person,
it's definitely like been pretty cool to like be in the position I am nowadays because people definitely take you more seriously now. They're like, oh, well, you've been around for a minute, but you're not doing music anymore. And you're like, oh, well, it's not that I'm not doing it. It's just I want to help everyone else, man. Like, I feel like we've had a culture here in Orange County that hasn't had light to it forever. I mean, I grew up out here from 12 to 25 and came back, you know, around 28, you know. So I just really feel like there needs to be more urban culture brought to the table. And I don't mean just black people, I mean like everyone, this slew of culture that is here that is like amazing. There's so much art, urban, hip hop, R&B, pop, there's all types of cool stuff, but people, you know, they just wanna focus on the rock aspect, which don't get me wrong, I love it. I am a rocker at heart, like all day. But there needs to be more of the other side that is predominantly here, and people bump the stuff in the clubs, people go to the clubs all the time. There needs to be more light brought into it.
I agree.
You know, so Juice County Entertainment, that's where that comes from, you know.
That's like your whole motto.
That's my whole thing, you know, it's the juice.
What you offer and you want to bring to the table.
Exactly, and you know, that term, the Juice County, has been a thing for years. I know people that have started it, you know, shout out to you people, you know who I'm talking about. It was never about stepping on anyone's toes or anything like that. But I realized that there was no one using it the way that it could be used on a platform. And I kind of just went out of my way and was like, I'm gonna buy the trademark. So that's what I ended up doing, just so we have a foundation of this this urban culture, you know. And for me personally, like why you never see me on my page is because I don't want to shine. You know what I'm saying? I want my work to shine, but I want everyone else to shine way more than me. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, this is me coming out of the shadows. You know what I'm saying? So like, this
well,
is
I'm glad that we were able to get you on Behind the Grams to kind of dig into your story and find out who you are. You know? Who Juice County Entertainment is.
Who the Juice is.
Awesome. What motivates you?
What motivates me? Getting better. I just feel like, just like in, you know, music, I just feel like there's a never ending succession of trying to get better. Like, I always think I suck, and I'm always gonna think I suck.
You're your own biggest critic.
All day. I'm OCD. I'm OCD. So nothing's ever right for me. Like, I'm always gonna look at something and be like, you know, that could have been better, you know?
Well, I think a little thing what you gotta focus on now, looking at your shortcomings, is like, don't let perfection get in the way of production, you know?
Oh, definitely.
And it's hard as an artist.
It's
because
hard.
You want your stuff to be as best as it can.
Best as it can, you know?
It's tough to see the line of good enough, but, you know.
And that's, you know, that's how it's always been for me in music. But, you know, I feel like in videography, I've been able to be like, this is good enough. You know, and just, in every project that I do, each thing gets better. So like, for me, like I see the progression with clients, with fans, and just like with my own eyes of what I see. Like, oh, wow, I got that shot? Oh my God, you did that? Oh man, you're getting better. Like, you're like really hanging
There's
around.
always that one shot in a music video where you're standing in the background watching the music video and you're like, here it comes.
You're like,
boom, I love it.
You're like, did this happen? Did this happen already? Oh my God, oh my God. Can you rewind that one more time?
Got him. Boom. That's funny. What is, one of my favorite questions to ask is like, what's one of your biggest failures this far?
My biggest failure.
I feel like we learn the most in those times of failure, you know? They're learning lessons.
I think my biggest failure would be being too much out of the box. Because when I first started, I went by Hippie Trippy Confident Productions, which is my artist name. It's Hippie Trippy Confidant. Just want to let you know that's the full name of me, okay? It's not Hippie C, it's Hippie Trippy Confidant. So just to clear that all up, all right?
We put that on the table Behind the Grams.
All right, so what I realized is I had a clientele that was not everyone that I wanted. Because when I started, I was like, I want to reach everyone, but like, who's gonna come to someone that's productions company is called Hippie Trippy Confidant? Like, at the end of the day, it's gonna be like a very little handful of people, you know? So I was going through a really rough time at that time, you know, just not getting business, you know, just really down on myself, like, you know, I think I can do this, but I don't know why I'm not doing it. So.
And even as you're successful, you'll have those times, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
They come and they go.
They come and they go.
It's busy, things are popping, then it's slow, and you just gotta be prepared for those times.
100%.
Focus on your marketing in those downtimes.
Yeah, marketing or just craft.
Yeah,
Craft for me was, I think when you reach a certain point when you need to invest into your business, and either that be getting a new camera, either that be getting lighting or necessary things that you need to be where you need to be so you can get a certain type of clientele.
Absolutely.
So like for me, it was a matter of getting to that spot and stressing on it like horribly. Like life just kind of stopped for me like around those times. As soon as I became Juice County Entertainment, it was like, even with just my juice carton, like that was enough for people. And right around that time, that's when I felt like I needed to reach out to other directors and get better at that too. Reached out to YC Films.
YC, shout out.
Shout out to YC.
All right, yeah, I just wanted to take a step back and say, for all you videographers or content creators that are working your way up the industry, do not be afraid to invest in yourself. You know, work your 9 to 5, make that bread, and dump it back into like your dream, your passion, what you're working towards every day. Same with the artists, you know, the rappers out there, the hip hop artists, these people coming up in the game, they don't realize the value of good visuals, you know? You have to
good visuals,
dump a little bit of money.
Good sound engineering as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, another thing is just don't be afraid to reach out to people that do what you do.
Yeah.
You know, the biggest thing is just having a conversation. Don't be weird about it. Just talk to them. Like, you've reached
Develop
a plateau.
A friendship, you know? Offer a little bit of value.
And go from there. Like, honestly, you know? And
get 51 and ask 49.
Yeah, show your worth. Show that you're not even just worth, that you're wanting to learn. Like, and humbly, you know, being humble in this game is like the biggest thing ever. Like,
absolutely.
You know, musician, you know, videographer, artist in any aspect, or businessman, you know, just be humble. You know, people respect like a nice person.
Remember where you came from.
Yeah. Exactly.
We all started at the bottom in some way.
100%.
Yeah.
You know,
some of us have drive and the willingness to push forward and succeed, and some don't. You know, some are happy with the 9 to 5 job for the rest of their life. You know, and that's cool. As long as I know that they're happy, cool.
That's cool. But you know,
at the end of the day, you can bring a horse to water, but you can't force them to drink.
But there's a lot of people that are afraid to do their dreams. So don't be afraid. You know,
you need
take
to be
a step.
comfortable with being uncomfortable.
100%. Being uncomfortable in uncomfortable situations.
Love that.
That's what it is.
What's some of your short-term goals? Say from now to the end of the year.
Now to the end of the year. I guess now to the end of the year, I want people to know who Hippie is a little bit more. You know, I'm gonna come out, be a little bit more branding with me. You know, I feel like my brand as itself has actually taken off in a really good way, because the quality speaks for itself, and you know you're gonna get a product. And once you meet me, you're like, wow, he's not a white guy. He's just he's this big hippie guy that's like a big teddy bear, and I don't know how to take this, but this is really cool. You know, so I guess that's like the biggest thing for me, is just to come out of the shadows a little bit more, connect with fans and clients a little bit more. So
a little more interaction.
A little bit more interaction. Another
that human interaction. The most valuable thing is human interaction. You know.
100%.
When at the end of the day, when you make all your money and everything, you realize that's not where happiness is found.
It's not.
It's with the people that you're chilling with and vibing with.
That's what life is all about at the end of the day.
That's like a huge reason why I did this. I love interacting with people, and this opens my avenue. And it's also
good vibes are good vibes, man. You know, creators are good vibes.
Totally. If you could shoot one person this year, one person,
famous or
anything.
If I could shoot one person. That is a good question. Wasn't ready for that.
Right off the bat, what's your first thought?
Honestly, I don't know. Maybe Matt Alonzo, man.
Yeah.
Like,
you would shoot him?
I think he's
for behind the scenes.
Yeah, like
you wouldn't be like, oh, I want to shoot a music video for.
No, man. Like, look, don't get me wrong. Like getting an artist would be dope.
Shout out Matt Alonzo.
Yeah, shout out Matt Alonzo. Hey, real
I'm
talk.
coming with him though.
A real talk, like
You're inspiring, bro.
Like for me, like honestly, so like this comes into I guess what I want at the end of the year. Like I want to connect to all you guys that are out here in Orange County. Like what is it, Chubby Productions?
Yeah.
That fool's super dope. I haven't met you yet, and I want to meet you. OC Snaps, I think you're super dope. Like Travis, we met. I called you on the phone. Was like, come on over, bro. Like I just want us all all to like link. Like I know Crime City Films, what's up, bro? I just feel like all creators just need to come together, man.
Absolutely.
Like I just feel like we're at that point where it's a different time.
I agree.
And there's such a huge market, and I think there's no like place for you not to want to learn and connect with people at the end of the day. So
Totally.
that's where I'm at.
I like that. Believing in yourself, the importance and what it means to you.
Ooh, believing in yourself. The importance is huge. Always know that, you know, your good ideas are good ideas.
Yeah.
But you gotta believe in that you can do it. You know, there's always gonna be negative stuff.
The
haters, negative, anything. Like life can just hit you in the face, you know, like with some other real life heavy stuff for you to be detoured from what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
You know, so just believe that everything's gonna be okay, because if you surround yourself with go-getters and you have a positive aspect and you're just trying to push that next step,
Yeah, straight up.
you're gonna get there.
Yeah.
It's just
keep on that
believe,
grind.
you know, just grind, you know, take your day for yourself. You emo, I get it, been there, you know, but smile most of the time.
Well, 100%. Do you think patience is an important thing in the industry? What are your views on that?
I mean,
a lot of people are impatient. Like, I deserve to be on it right now, you know?
Well,
you hear that all the time.
I think being a music artist is a little bit different, definitely. Being patient in the world of like videography, photography, or, you know, a painter, or, you know, any type of art, there's just so much patience for programs and taking the time that you do,
exporting,
that
rendering, anything.
That like patience, like I don't know, you kind of have to master it if you're gonna be in this game. Like you just gotta be a, you know, woo-saw type of person at the end of the day. So it's gonna happen. It's just, you know, when do you want it? I feel like everyone knows the knowledge of what they want to do, but are afraid to either leap in that one direction because it's unknown, and unknown's always scary to anyone.
Yeah.
So, you know, I feel like you just have to leap to what you need in your life, opposed to like dreaming too big and like getting lost in it, you know? So
exactly.
I guess that's where I'm at with
Straight
it.
up. Love it. What is the word, or what is the meaning to live mean to you?
Ooh. I guess that's just like to love life, the people around you, what you do, and try to just be the best you every day, you know? That's living to me.
I like that.
100%.
That's one of my new questions, and I think it's like, I think I'm gonna get a different response from everybody. You know,
you're definitely gonna get a different response. It's gonna be pretty interesting.
And my plans are like, I'm gonna take that one question and put it in after 100 people answer that.
And
into
this
like
year
just an
go down.
amazing
That'd be so dope.
collage, and I can do a speech about that topic.
And I'm in it, guys. Hey.
Number one.
All right.
If you could say one thing to a videographer coming up, maybe they're moving to LA next week, they're gonna come up in the game, what would you say to inspire them?
You got this. 100% you got
Straight
this.
up.
Don't stress it. It will get done and you will surprise yourself.
Love it.
100%.
100%. Again, I'm Coast to Coast Studios, your host for Behindthegrams, where we dig into the stories, motivations, and inspirations behind the feeds that we watch every day. Hippie, Juice County, thank you so much for coming in. Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure, man.
Boom. Done. Wrap it up.
Oh, do you have a bathroom? Well, I got heels, I didn't want to walk, and so I was like, I can wait. I can't wait.